So if you're watching this, you're probably wondering how to actually apply for Medicare. So I will start with this video saying, hey, if you're already taking Social Security income, you're actually going to be automatically applied for Medicare. So you don't even really need to worry about it if you are taking Social Security, whether at 64 and 9 months, or maybe you took it at 62. The Medicare will automatically be applied for. And we see clients get their card. I mean, we've seen some clients get their card 4 to 5 months before they turn 65 if they're already taking Social Security. We've seen some where, for whatever reason, Social Security may be slow and they get it 30 days before they turn 65. But just know, if you are getting any sort of Social Security income, it doesn't matter how big that check is, if you're getting any income at all, you will automatically be applied for Medicare. So that's super nice, super convenient. It's another thing that you kind of check off the list. I know a lot of our clients, applying for Medicare and getting all this set up is just like, hey, another checkbox, another thing to do, and that kind of checks it off for you. Now, if you're not taking Social Security, this is where there's a little bit more work involved. There's really 3 viable options to do this. The first would be to go online to SSA.gov, and we can put links to all this in the description below just so you have those resources. This is on our website, so it's probably going to be in this blog post as well. So that is to SSA.gov. Now, a lot of people might think, hey, wouldn't you go to Medicare.gov to apply for Medicare? Unfortunately, that's not how it works. We get a lot of confused people, justifiable, that think you should go to Medicare to apply for Medicare, which you would think makes sense, but that's just not how the system works. So you need to go to SSA.gov. And if you're confused about any of this, you can reach out to myself or one of our advisors here in the office. And this is what we do every single day. We help people get on Medicare. We help people apply, add Part B, help them with supplements, Advantage. That's what we do all day long. But getting on there, you'd have to create an account on SSA.gov. And then actually get to that application. Sometimes we have clients, even ourselves, whenever we try to help clients, we have trouble with this option, and then you kind of go to the second and third. So the second and third option would be actually calling Social Security. Now, just to set proper expectations on that, that's probably going to be a 2-hour hold time. Hopefully it's less, but if you're, listen to this, you probably cringed a little bit when I said call Social Security, because it's just not very fun. It really isn't. I've done it hundreds of times trying to help my clients, but you got to do what you got to do to avoid penalties with Medicare. And we have another video about the penalties and when your enrollment periods are for Medicare. So go ahead and check that one out. But that is your option, is to call them. And then the other would just be to go to the local Social Security office. Now, if you're in a rural area, if you're in Missouri, you're in where I grew up at Westphalia, Missouri, of about 300 people, there's not a Social Security office for about 30 minutes. And so if you don't want to make that drive, you're welcome to always. You can always go there. Just know it's kind of like calling them. You're going to wait in line for an hour or two. But that would probably be the most foolproof way, because calls can drop when you call Social Security. We have a lot of frustrated clients who go through that. But at the end of the day, if you do call them, they're probably going to set an appointment about 15 to 30 days out, and then at that point they'll actually apply for the Medicare. So these are your options. We're happy to help along the way. Now, another thing is some people will delay their Medicare. So they'll pick up Part A at 65, and they'll continue to work, which is totally fine, by the way. You just have to delay Medicare the right way, make sure that you have creditable work insurance, make sure that your group has at least 20 employees. That is all good, and if you have any questions about that, make sure to reach out to us. But if you delayed it and you only need to pick up Part B, you already have Part A, there's a form. Actually, there's 2 forms that you have to get. One is the CMS 40B. And so this is a real easy form. We can actually help you fill it out and fax it into Social Security for you. But you basically put your Medicare number. It's 2 pages. You fill it out. We'll send it over to DocuSign and fax it in. You'll get your Part B activated in about 2 to 3 weeks. The other one, and this is where you delayed Medicare because of work insurance, is called the LP 564. And what this does is it's basically saying, hey, I had employer insurance and I worked, say, the last 2 or 3 or 4 years, so don't assess that Medicare penalty to me because I did work. So that's, a big solution for maybe a few different problems, but I hope this helps. There's a link in our description to our website. If you have questions, call us. That number's 417-633-7200. I hope this helps. I know Medicare can be confusing, but hopefully this video helps you down your path.